What's up, everybody? So some things happened last night, and it's been a crazy 24 hours. Let's just get started.
In the chat is the final bell. Zali in black got receipts from hell. Trauma queen, nah, I'm the trauma dealer. Truth so raw, make a snake turn healer. Mic in my hand with a hit list long. You faked your life while I wrote your song. No chill, no filter, mask ripping deeper. Lights out, baby, it's the low-cal reaper. Spill that tea, call it out. Think you're caught when the reaper's out. Say my name and say it loud. Zali don't play, she calls the crowd. One by one they fall asleep, but secrets don't die. I dig too deep, cameras on, it's getting real. Loco Reaper, sign the deal. Sugar and Sprite, I came for your sins. Frosted lies on your frosting skin. Box of receipts and a glaze of doom. Leave sprinkles of truth all over your tomb. You beg for sweet, I serve you right. Bite the donut, find what you forgot. I walk with Zali, both hands on the wheel. Two Reapers ride and the coffin squeal. You wanted the smoke, now you got the fire. Don't start no drama unless you're ready for the choir. Spill that tea, call it out. Think you're caught when the reaper's out. Say your name, say it loud. Sally and Josh, they draw the crowd. One by one they fall asleep, but secrets don't die, we dig too deep. Cameras roll, the deal is sealed. Local Reapers and the real. Reap what you post. Zali knows. You talk, I show. Josh brings dough, the donut Reapers in control. Local Reaper, end of the show.
Hello, Josh.
Hello.
How long before you're at your setup?
Probably about 8 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. By the way,
Yeah.
Mary gave us $50 like before the stream even started and said, all I know is I totally respect Keem and Zali and okay, Josh too, who is the person
Thank
named
you.
Rastoff, question mark. I've been here since day one and never heard that name before. Well, we're saying it today. I will say that. Octoling, thank you for the one gifted member.
welcome.
Mary, again, thank you for the 50. We really, really appreciate it, dear.
Thank you
And
very much. I appreciate it.
Remo, for some reason, the TTS didn't play for Remo. Okay. Remo,
God.
what the hell of a 24 hours for all faceless Reapers gang? True. I don't know why the TTS didn't play. Hold on.
Hopefully it's not broken.
Yeah, hopefully. No, it's on. So I don't know why it didn't play.
Well,
Okay, that's weird.
We'll get another one maybe soon, right?
Kristen,
We'll see then.
Kylie, thank you for becoming Cash Cow. Sammykins, Josh, I had everyone spamming bunnies for you for your welcome.
Really.
Yeah,
That's lovely. Thank you so much.
they're spammy bunnies.
I'm so pleased.
So,
Oh
I
my
mean, I guess I'll wait till you get to your setup before we start doing the what happened last night. I mean, as far as like live.
Yeah.
Heavenly, thank you for Cash Cow. I appreciate it. So overall, what are your thoughts, bro?
Well, you know, the Rastov shit? Well, I love Rastov. I always have. He's always been a friend of mine. I am disappointed, to be honest, because other people are being affected by this shit. It makes me sad. Makes me miserable, to be honest, that everyone else is getting affected. You know, like that sucks. That really sucks. That is the worst part of all of this, is that everyone else is getting affected. I feel like if he left in a more amicable way, you know, didn't like do the shit on stream and just said, look, bro, like, this has to be the end. I'll work to the end of the month, but this is it.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been fine. Honestly.
I am, and you're going to probably hear me repeat this. I can tell you now, I'm not going to fake outrage and say a bunch of words to make myself look good in front of Keem. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to tell you how I feel. Okay?
Good. We need to know the truth.
So, he knows Keem better probably than most other people. All right? He was Keem's like right-hand man. He knew how Keem would react. He's seen it before in real fucking time. And I just don't understand where he thought it's that thing that I talk about where people become hosts after watching the LCU and then they get surprised that Keem yells at them. What did he think Keem was going to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious, right? He was always going to shout. Come on now. That's Keem. We know that. We know Keem.
Toxic Panda says, doesn't this man have a streaming setup? Bunny spam. Thank you, Toxic Panda. All right. So, no, he knows. If he would have, I honestly believe, if he would have talked to Keem when he was thinking about leaving and just stood his ground and just been, look, I just can't do it anymore. I just want to go and do my channel. And I don't want to shit on the LCU because I love the LCU. I love the community because he does love the community. He does, and I'm not going to shit on it. I just don't think I can do this anymore. I don't feel like I can do this anymore. It would have been fine.
Oh yeah.
It would have been
fine. It is sad just the way it's all gone. It's very sad. I hate that everyone's catching, the strays of all this bullshit. I mean, that's the worst thing for me. I hate that. I hate that everyone has to be punished. But, that's how it works, and that's how it always works. We all know that, Infu,
I didn't say that he did shit on the LCU. I didn't say that he did. I said if he would tell Keem that. If he would have had a conversation with Keem. If he would have told Keem that. I didn't say he had shit on the LCU.
Well, people will assume things, Xylee. They will make up their own minds.
Okay. Then somebody goes, Xylee, Xylee saying that, look what happened with Nightmare when he tried to quit on good terms. Keem said, thou shalt not quit. You want to hear a funny story before we can get him to a setup? Nightmare at 3:45 in the morning came into the voice chat. And he was like, what's going on, guys? I said, I don't know, Nightmare. Your show in 15 minutes. He's like, what show? You said yes to balls. You went. I said, I cried over your ass quitting tests yesterday, and now you have 2 fucking shows. And he was like, what are you talking about? I had to pull the clip from LolCal Live and show his ass where he said yes to doing both. And he was like,
oh,
what?
No.
And I said, so you were drunk. He goes, I was drunk. I said, so basically, boys and girls, all right, ladies and gentlemen, there are 3 things you should not be doing when you're drunk. Don't drink and drive, okay? Okay, 4 things. Drinking weapons. No drinking and weapons, all right? Don't call ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, and don't get into a fucking live stream while you're drunk, apparently.
Especially with Keemstar. Especially with Keemstar.
Exactly. He literally did not know he had a show in 15 fucking minutes. He popped up there all groggy-eyed. Good morning, everybody. I feel like death. Good morning. I can't do his accent. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Nightmare. How you doing, buddy? What's going on? Your show in 15 fucking minutes, bro. He had
we literally
no
begged
clue.
him to stay. we begged him to stay for like literally an hour, me and Xylee, in a call, and I was getting quite emotional because I have a good connection with Nightmare, and you know, he still was gonna leave regardless, right? Like he, you know, Grim had tried and everyone had tried, but he was still leaving. He was so set on leaving, and when he's drunk and in a live on air with Keem, it all goes to shit. What a surprise, you know?
I
I'm
was
just,
like,
you know.
I was like, you motherfucker. I cried because you quit Test. I go to sleep. I go to take my nightly nap. All right. I wake up and I find out you have 2 shows. I find out that Sweet Tea is back with Yo Mama, which I'm actually kind of happy about because we've been preaching that forever. I find out Glammy Lammy is back.
Yes, awesome. I'm happy about that.
And then when I wake up from my nap, because I had my alarm set, because I took my nap later than normal, I had my alarm set for midnight, right at the end of Rewind, and I was thinking, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scan through Rewind and see what clips they show so I don't show the same ones, right? I wake up to 5,000 fucking pings. People are pinging me in the Discord. I get a message from Keemstar about going up on Rewind. I'm like, why do I need to go up on Rewind? But then it was like Brantley's birthday. I was like, okay, I'll go up there for Brantley's birthday. So I wake up and go groggy and shit and jump up on Rewind to wish Brantley a happy birthday, which, by the way, happy birthday, Brantley. Shit.
I'm pretty sure I just stood in dog shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure I need you at your damn setup, bro.
I'm in the alleyway right by my house, Xylee.
Okay,
God.
good. Thank you.
Just play the clips if you want to play the clips.
I'm not going to play the clips yet until you get there.
I'm literally right at the alleyway next to my house. You can play them now if you want.
Fanboy said Keem took advantage of drunk Nightmare unintentionally. True!
Yeah.
Nightmare has a case! We have a case for Nightmare! 100%. Swear to God. Listen, y'all think I'm joking. He really did not know. He did not know he had a show in 15 fucking minutes.
No.
I was in there with his with Dead Score, and Dead Score's like, I don't think Nightmare's showing up. I was like, oh, you think Nightmare's showing up tonight? Because nobody saw Nightmare. He wasn't in the Discord or anything. He's like, I don't think he's showing up. And then all of a sudden, poof, here comes Nightmare.
Oh, shit. Well, at least you woke up at the right time.
Yeah, no shit.
That's good.
That motherfucker. Ugh. All right. I gotta get the timestamp.
Approaching my driveway this second.
All right. All right. 28:38. I was so upset last night that I didn't even set up the docket until noon today.
Well,
And usually I have stuff already pre-written down on what I want to talk about. I'm having a rough day, people. All right, so this is where Keem pops in and he asks why he's a hard boss.
$20 an hour. I don't feel like I'm wrong about that.
Okay, I'm confused. Why am I a hard boss?
Because you expect the best out of everyone and you will settle for nothing less.
Okay, I'll give you an answer why he's a hard boss. I'm going to tell you right now because I explained it to somebody last night in the VC. Keem is like an old school boss, all right? The best managers I ever had were the ones that would cuss me out when I would fuck up at work. But there are also those very same ones, when you needed something, they were the first to be there. That's how Keem is. He will cuss your ass out, but if you need something, he'll be there. It's the bosses that were always really nice and sweet to you, I always found that were the ones that would snake you. Because they were the ones that would smile in your face and stab you right in the fucking back, and before you know it, you lost your job. So he does things old school with this new era of holding hands and trophies and stuff like that. The way he does his management style is not the way that is acceptable today. But when I was coming up, when I was like had a job at 16, 17, 18, up to like early 20s, that's how bosses were. You know? So that's why he's a hard boss, because a lot of people can't take it.
I mean, we work like what, 12 hours a week?
Oh yeah, that part's easy.
Yes, sir.
That's so fucking
12 hours a week.
Yeah.
You know, when Rostov was here, he made multiple mistakes. Every time I confronted him on his mistake, he wanted to quit. I don't think I'm hard at all. I think I'm really fucking easy to work with.
I would disagree in one way and one way only. It is that you want us to do a good show and you will not tolerate a bad show. You will make us get it right the next time. That's the only thing that you've ever been tough on. And
Is my TTS going to work? Why is my TTS not working? Okay, I'll read them in just a second.
that's the job. The job is to do a show. So if you're not, you should be tough on that. I genuinely think so.
The methodology should be, you will learn to hate me, but the more you hate me, the more you will learn. That's being a tough boss, and that's what it is. You have to be excellent.
I've never hated this guy. I've been scared of him a little bit.
I don't hate literally. I mean,
You know.
I mean, if you're gonna be harsh, but you're gonna be fair. And the harsher he is, the more you're gonna learn.
I'm not just gonna.
Okay, well, can we make Booster learn not to say stupid shit out of his mouth? When are we going to do that lesson? I'm sorry. Where is his accountability for the stupid shit he said? Can we do that? I'm still pissed off over that. Like what? Anyway, Destin said Keem will cuss you out 1 minute and then be in the trenches with you the next minute. Actually, very true. Quantum Chris says there's also a clear difference between a boss who yells at you and cares and yells at you without care. Keem cares for his employees more than I've witnessed. No, he actually does. Hooligan, thank you for being cash cow for 5 months. We've seen these situations come and go, Xylee. The LCU will move on. Keep on keeping on. Reaper's number one. Hell yeah. No, you know, I told somebody, well, I want to wait for Josh to get here. Bro, today is not the day. All right, let's keep going.
Say it, Keem. I think Rostov is being a pussy.
Oh, he definitely is. He definitely is. Yeah.
Because like he's not going to earn money opening dice, doing AI slop, doing whatever it is he wants to do. It's just not going to happen if he even ends up doing that.
He's pushed me to the point of literally no return. He's going to get banned.
Did he get banned earlier today? Was that something that happened?
He hasn't been banned yet, but he's about to get banned. He'll be banned in about 30 minutes. He's got about 30 minutes, and then he's permanently banned from the LCU. No return back. Upload a video, get on your knees, say you're sorry, all this and that. Doesn't matter. There is no path back. He's about to get absolutely no path back. He did a series of really big fuck yous to me behind the scenes and publicly, and I'm not standing for it. I will settle.
Okay. I said this today in the Discord. The only difference between Rostov and Keemstar, I'm going to be very honest with y'all, and a lot of you are going to disagree, but it's because I know the both of them. The only difference between Keemstar and Rostov is how they react to situations. In their core, they are the same person. S1K, sorry, I disagree with you. Rostov was not always a snake, and I'm not running with that narrative. I understand a lot of people are running around saying it now. You know, which you've always said that about him. I'll give you that. But I know a lot of people are running around saying it now because it's mighty awfully convenient and looks good to Keemstar that you're saying that they are saying it. Not you, but they are saying it. I'm not saying that. I'm not running with that narrative. That Keemstar and Rostov are legitimately the same person, but they react to things differently. I'm going to be honest. They do. They react to it. Where Keemstar will get angry and spiteful, Rostov is also, instead of getting angry, he gets a little emo, and he can be spiteful too. But in their core, they are the same person. Swear to God.
Nothing less than full destruction.
Will you really go to New Zealand?
I might. I want to. If I can snap my fingers and be there, I would.
I do not blame you at all whatsoever. Earlier today, Booster was talking about that episode of Family Guy where Stewie just gets
Yeah.
silently up from a chair, goes all the way to England, and punches the guy in the balls. And I feel like that's what
Will Ferrell.
what would happen. I just imagine you sitting on a plane, and I don't think you would calm
And
down.
he
I think
just-
you would get madder, honestly.
Yeah.
Rastov, 30 minutes, man. And look, I'm gonna make myself big screen for this. Keem, don't get too annoyed and don't leave, okay? Rastov, I told you last night. I'm going through my own shit. You said you would not let me lose my house. You said that you would do this for me. You said you would be here as long as you can be. All this other shit.
Super chatted $20. Are you saying Rastov has to kiss the ring, Don Keem?
I'm not saying that at all, but he's went out of his way to seriously disrespect me in multiple different ways behind the scenes and publicly. See, when there's an issue with some host in the chat or whatever, or some host in the universe, I say how it is. I say what the problem is, and I try to find a solution to fix those problems. I act in good faith. He's been acting incredibly in bad faith. And I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to stand for it. I've worked way too hard. I spent so much time working with him and teaching him all different types of stuff. I've given him...
At Moimo super chatted $20. All Keem wants is for hosts to be better and learn every day to be a better host. There's always room for improvement, not about being perfect. That's a damn good boss if I give feedback.
I agree.
Shout out Boogie for the drunk call.
I've given him, the spot on Locale Live in the past. He performed well. Community manager. I've dealt with this from him in the past of him quitting type of shit. I mean, shit that just happened like a month or whatever ago. I've forgiven a lot of weird manipulation bullshit. And I'm not doing it this time because I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't,
I feel like Rastov just didn't want to do live anymore. I think he would have been happier not doing live. I think live broke him. I do.
That's all it is.
It's a
We know that,
stressful-
right?
it's
He
a
just wanted
stressful-
balls. We all know that.
It's a stressful fucking situation. I mean, live is like the main show. There's a lot of pressure with live. Bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure, and like for him, balls is just fun, right? And like Keem is also not on his ass on balls so much, not as much as he would be on live, all right? So we have to take that into account. But again, it should have been dealt with better.
It honestly could have been. He knows how Keem operates. All right, you can't tell me he didn't know that doing that thumbnail, which was a troll, by the way. That thumbnail, I know for a fact, was a troll. It was obviously a troll. It had disabilities and dice on there.
Disabilities and dice.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that
was
it.
obviously a troll, but you can't tell me he wouldn't have known how Keemstar would have reacted with that fucking thumbnail.
I think
He
we
was
all
poking.
know.
He was poking. What does Keem do when he's pissed off with somebody? He pokes. Keem and Rastov are the same fucking person.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of, in a way. They just care in different places, I'd say. You know?
It's like,
That's
come
what's up.
on, bro. And that was not. I mean, and to do it like that. Rastov, come on now. You know what it would have looked like. That's what I'm saying. Like, unfortunately, with the moves that Rastov made, I understand where some people, not everybody who's saying it, but I can understand where Keemstar can feel like these were the certain moves that Rastov was making.
Oh.
Rastov should have known that's what it would have looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Rastov should have known that. He's seen it in real fucking time.
Yeah. I mean, he does know, yeah. He's seen it a thousand times, how he gets mad about things and what happens when he goes to the extremes and how far it can go. I mean, he should have known. Yeah, no. I mean, all I can say is I am disappointed in Rastov a little bit, and that's where I'm at. I still like Rastov. I still consider Rastov a friend of mine, but
Did they
Fuck.
change our TTS to $20 or something?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna mute it and then put it back and see if that works. Dingy says Xylee telling facts. Thank you. I appreciate it. This episode, bro. I am not. I did not want to. Oh God. I'm just so frustrated, and I miss my friend.
Yeah.
I do. I miss my friend, And I'm friends enough with him that I can say where he did wrong, but I can still say it, you know? Phantom Mutation says, don't forget during the 3rd hour of live tonight and on Alpha, the 2025 Milky Award winners announced. Awesome, Phantom. Thank you for being a cash cow for 5 months. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget, guys, the award ceremonies tonight during the 3rd hour of live.
Did that annoy you?
I'm gonna say it. The harshest thing I've ever heard Keem ever say to Rastov was basically, A, you're a dumb fuck, and B, you're not having a proper plan for the show today. And the only time I've ever heard him say those things, guess what Rastov has done? Fuck you, man. I'm leaving. I don't need this shit. Exit call.
Buggy, you know the hell that Becky put me through, right?
100%, yeah.
I am matter now. I am doing everything in my power not to spurg out in this moment. I am furious. I don't think I've ever been this mad at a host.
I'll give you 20 seconds to calm down.
You know why he's so mad?
Why?
Because of how close he was to Rastov. I told Rastov last night when I was begging him for a fucking hour to get in a call with Keem. I begged him. I was like, bro, I will go in the call with you. Reset your stream to 8:30 and we can get in a call right now with Keemstar. Right fucking now we can get in a call. And he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, we saw how that went. Nothing.
Keemstar adored Rastov. Rastov was #1 to him in this fucking universe. And that's why Keem is doing this. Because he's hurt and he's angry.
I mean, that is how he deals with things. That is the way it is. And unfortunately, there's nothing anyone can do but Rastov.
Rastov, just get in a fucking call with his ass, bro. Just talk to him. I'll be in the call with you. I'll get in the call with you. You know I don't hate you.
Do you think Keem's past that now?
No, I don't think he is. I think he's saying it. I don't be truthful. Do I think Rastov's going to come back eventually? Yes. Yes, I do.
I do too.
I mean, look what Becky did. Becky started a whole ass network, used the fucking Queen's rep to get fucking monetized and shit, lying about a fucking network, did all that, and we can bring Becky back? Fuck that shit. Yes, Rastov can come back. I'm sorry. I think Keem is speaking out of hurt.
I'm going to give it a week.
You think a week?
Yeah,
Remo
says
less. Keem A2 Brute. Yes, that's exactly how Keem is feeling. Yes, he feels stabbed. Yes. And I think if Rastov, as soon as he felt like he wanted to quit, he needed listen. Even if you would have just dropped him a message or a voice note and explained it out, like, listen, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'm not going to do this, this, and this. I want to still be in the community. I just feel like I can't be a host anymore. It would have been different. And if he would have just stood his ground and said, no, Keem, I don't want to do it. Listen, I love this community, but I just feel like I can't host anymore. The problem is people don't know how to stick to their guns.
Mm-hmm.
When you're done, be done. But goddamn, do it in a right way.
Yeah. Callie says, I wouldn't want to be humiliated in front of a few thousand people. Well, for me, it doesn't become humiliation until you get to the point of like Rastov's quitting and he's like shouting at him saying, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, because that's when Keem gets the most angry. I feel like he does just casually come on and say, oh, the show sucks. Did you plan a show today? But he doesn't like shout at him that bad. I mean, it gets really bad though when Rastov tries to quit live on air because he shouldn't be doing that shit.
Well, unfortunately, as a host of the LCU, you're going to get humiliated in front of several thousand people. I have been humiliated not even several, it's past several at this point. I have been humiliated in front of several thousand fucking people plenty of times. Plenty of times. That's how it is here.
It's one of the things you sign up for.
It
shout
is
out to
one
all
of
the
the
new
things.
interns. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Holding On says, is it a bad thing for Rastov to step away and take a mental break? If he got in a call with Keem, Keem would have talked him into coming back. The way he did it, yes. But the active needing a break to step away, no. No. Do I believe he needed that break and that mental break? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 100%. He needed that break. I know he needed that break. But the way he did it, that was not the way to do it.
But
there's nothing
know
wrong.
what,
You got to
though?
take care of your mental health. And I don't care if I found SJW and shit like that. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. If you need a break, you need a fucking break. What did Tuffy say? Somebody said, thank you, Tuffy. Where's Tuffy at? Talk. What? Go ahead. Talk. Say something.
Well, I just think, I don't look, everyone says Keem can like manipulate you into doing anything, right? If you're a real human and you get on that call and you still stand by what you're doing, you can say, look, Keem, I just need I'm having a bit of a mental crisis right now. I just need a bit of a break. I want to step back for a little bit. Like, that's all this is. And you can let him shout at you all you want, but at least you told him what the fuck you want, and you can hang that call up whenever you think the call is done and you're not getting anywhere. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, he might call you 7 times after that, but you gotta stand strong on your word, and you gotta be man enough to stand up to him.
You gotta stick to your guns.
Yeah.
And you know what? The sad thing is, yeah, he may be mad at first, but he'll respect it that you stuck to your guns. He'll respect it even more that if you stuck to your guns and stuck to your word. You know? Nicole said, part of being a good manager is knowing what tactic works for different employees. All aren't going to respond well to Keem's hard-ass tactic. That is true. I do agree, and that's why he doesn't treat everybody the same. Hence, where's the yelling at Booster for talking the shit that he talked on everybody?
Well, the world is unfair, fortunately. I love that the world's unfair, and it's always going to be unfair, and the LCU is even more unfair. Fuck it.
Wayward Ghost, thank you for being a cash cow for 4 months. I feel like Rastov has been trying to get help with live from Keem, especially with situations like the Booster IRL, but it seems like he just got belittled and blamed instead. Well, he was the showrunner, and that's what Keem does. He's going to tell you if you fucked up. I mean, that's one of the things of working with Keem.
I mean, Keem says all the time, what am I supposed to say if it sucks? Am I not meant to say it sucks? Well, no, you are meant to say it sucks. I don't know why. I don't know why, especially that day, when Rastov took kind of took the accountability, said, yeah, I didn't plan a show today. I don't get why that day he wasn't like, you know what? I didn't plan a show today. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a really good show. I promise. I'm sorry about today. Let's move on. Yeah, he might have still shouted, but like, come on.
Yeah.
No, I guess Rastov was at the point he just couldn't take it anymore, I guess. I mean.
Well, I think he was definitely pushed to that point. Listen, I say him and Keem are at their core the same person, right? But they just react differently to situations. But the thing is I don't think Rastov is Rastov. Rastov was never going to be Keem. Because to be Keem, it's kind of weird, but you need that ruthlessness, but that heart at the same time. You got to be able to look at somebody and say you're fired.
Yeah.
And I think Keem overestimated turning Rastov into a him. You know what I mean? So, Michelle, thank you for joining Band World. Go ahead.
Yeah, look, with the whole presidential campaign thing, I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted, was a mini him. But unfortunately, you have to find the right person to make a mini you. Not everyone has the minerals, unfortunately.
But the thing is, and I think this is one thing that Keem needs to realize, nobody's going to be like him. But what he needs to find, exactly, and what he needs to find is someone that can do it to his liking. They may not exactly do it like him, but they still get the same results. And he has to understand they're not going to do it like him, but the results will be the same.
He needs someone that's like 70% him or 60% him, but not like all the way.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure that is Rastov, to be honest with you. God knows.
GC says, I think it's difficult to work with Boogie and Booster together. Oh, I couldn't have done it. You couldn't have paid me any amount of money to be up on live and dealing with those three. There's no way. I would have
Boogie's
had
the worst one,
no,
I feel like.
I would have had no patience with Boogie and Booster. I can tell you that now. There's no way.
Boogie's a mess. I could deal with Booster. I couldn't deal with Boogie.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I
I
probably
can't
could,
deal with
but
either one of them. I couldn't do
I
it.
would treat him like an asshole, and it would be, you know.
Holden says Rastov was the showrunner, but Keem wouldn't give him 100% control. Keem would say he's in charge, but then not let Rastov actually run the show. Maybe? I don't know, because, I mean, he's the one that had to come up with the plans of the show. I think there was a lot of fucking miscommunication there, too.
I'm sorry, you quit. You say you need space, you need all this shit, and then you go live like as soon as fucking possible. I think that's crazy, and like it's obvious what he's doing. I mean, there was a point where he's like, you know, I don't want you guys to get banned, and then it's just like, well, everyone's going to. Why couldn't you wait until I don't know? Because right now it's like the peak of it all, right? And everyone, this is the time where everyone's gonna get shit on the back of this. So.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Tuffy said Rastov saying he wanted a break makes no sense. When he streamed within 24 hours, he knew what he did. He didn't care about burning bridges. That's what irritates me about him going live last night and him doing the troll. Again, it was a troll. The troll thumbnail. You knew what you were doing, bro. You can't tell me you didn't know you were poking the fucking bear that way. He knew what he was doing. You know?
Yeah.
Like, come on, Rastov. Why, bro? Too soon, bro. Too soon.
And then he has Buff on the stream.
Yeah, I watched that today.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I watched some of it today. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. Nicole said all Boosters has done is hurt people's feelings. Keem doesn't care about that. I think that's why he doesn't yell at him. Yeah, and honestly, I think he should be yelled at. Where's Booster's true punishments for saying the disgusting shit that he has said to people?
Yeah. I agree with that.
Ozzy, thank you for the 50. Love y'all. Okay, our TTS is not working today at all. I'm going to have to reset the TTS or something.
Did something happen on your OBS?
I don't know. We'll have to check it. We'll have to check it. I know how to read it because I don't have. I'm used to not having TTS, so we'll deal with it later. I'm not doing it now.
Thank you so much, Ozzy. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. We love you. Thank you very much. Sorry about the TTS not working. We want you to have a voice here, but you know, sometimes these things happen. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Seek says, day one Rastov hater. I've been waiting for this day. I know you have. Cafe Docket team. I know that. We know that, Seek. It's okay, though. Me and Seek get along, though. I like Seek. Me and Seek are buddies. Holden says, Rastov went live on his own channel because he didn't have the stress of Boogie, Booster, and Keem. Well, yeah, he didn't. No. But he also needed a break, though. He needed space. Okay, this is what irritates me. He needed space, but he puts up a troll thumbnail.
Yeah, it's genius, right?
What did he think was going to happen?
It's genius.
Ozzy, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. All right, let's.
That was Mary with a 5 bomb. Another 5 bomb.
Okay, yeah, that's where I end. All right, then Keem. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, Mike comes in at 43.
Well. I think my fucking Discord is freezing and shit.
You want to drop out and drop back in?
It's like completely freezing. Like you froze up and then the audio kind of froze up. I'm gonna restart it. Give me 2 seconds.
All right. Can we not have technical difficulties with Josh? Is there a day that I will be able to run a stream and have no technical fucking difficulties? Huge ass. Thank you for the 10. Keem doesn't even know actual words said to steak by Booster. He wasn't even sure which host's wife was offended. No way he knows about the Dixon kid comment or cutting wife's. I don't. Oh, that's when he said that to Steak. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm still team Booster needs a punishment. You know? So, here we go.
All right, Mike, look, I know because you told me privately the thing that happened with Sweet Tea yesterday really pissed you off.
Yes.
I'm just going to let you, yeah, go.
I felt personally disrespected because yesterday Keem delegated live to me. He was like, look, I'm busy. I need some help. So it's the first time that I tried to help form like the show.
Great meeting too, by the way. I really enjoyed working with you.
And so we had like a surprise for the show. You know, we were going to bring back Sweet Tea, and she was in the chat. She was like, cool, yeah, I'll come back. We're going to do the show. We had a big thing. You know, we were going to surprise Booster with it. It was going to be funny. And we started to work on the show, and she hadn't said anything else into the chat. We're like, well, where is she? Now, when I ran Buzz, she used to do this. I wouldn't hear from her until like 5 minutes before the show. So I was like, she'll be here. Don't worry. But some of the stuff we did have to go over. Well, she never showed up. No. She never showed up to the hour-and-a-half meeting that we did. She never showed up to the show. She never, what I felt disrespected by, like, yes, I did send her the money for Christmas. I helped her make a few $1,000s that I took.
Okay. I like Sweet Tea. I do like Sweet Tea. Barter merch. Y'all know that. Where are her punishments for doing all that? I don't understand how. I don't get it. It just baffles me.
None of the money from when I helped host her show. I took not $1 from that. If you're not going to show up, at least have enough courtesy to me to be like, hey, I'm not going to do this. You know, don't ghost us.
I mean, Mike spends $400 for her Christmas, you know, not that she owes him or anything like that. That's not what anyone's saying.
Right.
Just 2 weeks ago, I'm treating her and her family on a trip to Dollywood. And again, not that she owes me anything. I don't want anything back. I'm happy that, you know, you got to have that experience and I got to help out with that. I'm sure Mike is happy that he made her Christmas nice.
Definitely.
But bro, there is a level of respect that both of us should have received. You know, you should have been at that meeting.
Okay, Cassie goes, she was fired. What about the other times? There wasn't just that one time. What about the other times? This is what happens when you create a monster. When you let people get away with shit, they continue to do it. And that's good. That's a good point, Treat. Was she really fired, though? No, she wasn't. He only said... Keem even said that he only said that to get back at Rastov, that she wasn't really fired. So again, I ask, where's the punishment? Harlequin, you know who created the monster? Keemstar and Rastov. I truly believe that. Keemstar and Rastov.
Oh, fuck my fucking fuck. We're watching a clip.
Okay, so Banana Pudding says the punishment shit is stupid. No, my punishment that I'm talking about is a week no pay.
Oh.
Give them a week no pay. A week that they are just off the show and no pay. They're not working for a week. That's a punishment. That's a real punishment. That'll teach them to go to meetings. That'll teach them to show up on the show on time and stuff like that. That'll teach them to stop having technical difficulties during the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding, by the way. I know you heard me. That might be illegal for Keem, for someone not to work for a week? Are you kidding me? We're subcontractors, by the way. I hate to tell you this, DH. We're subcontractors. We can go with a week without pay. They can say, hey, guess what? You're not working for a week, and you're not going to get paid for the from the show for that week. They can do that.
Mm-hmm. That is very true. I need to pull up the fucking chat again.
Exactly, huge ass. No work, no pay is for most contractors, period. And I like Sweet Tea, and I'm saying this, but I mean, let's be equal across the board.
If you decided that you didn't want to do live, you should have told us. Why did main chat get told instead of us?
You don't
like that is. I'm sorry, but this whole thing has just been very disrespectful.
You don't owe anything extra because of the gifts or anything like that. But before the gifts and after the gifts, you owe a certain level of respect.
Hospitality. She's
Yeah.
spit in the face of hospitality, essentially. You've been nothing but nice. You've been nothing but good to her. So she should have the decency and hospitality back to say, hey, I can't make the show or I can't do
Super
this.
chatted
Right.
$20.
And tell
The
me.
turnover here really is wild.
That's funny that Booster said that when I showed him decency and hospitality and he turned around and said what he said on live, huh? Hypocrisy much? Seeing a lot
He's a
of
lovely
that.
creature, isn't he?
Spiteful bitch says she shouldn't be paid for days missed. Bro, she and
Exactly.
She did the same thing. She didn't tell Keemstar, and she needed a mental break. But I will
Yeah.
say, I am glad that her and your mom are together because we've been saying that for a while.
Oh, they're together right now, right?
I think so.
A second.
I think
Oh,
so.
shit.
We've been saying that for a while that we want a Yo Mama and Sweet Tea together.
Yeah. Oh wait, they're going live in 15 minutes.
They're going live at 3 o'clock?
Apparently, I don't know what happened there, but
Okay. Well, alrighty
okay,
then.
right. I mean,
Let's-
come on.
Let's keep going.
Hey, she better be there though.
I think she is there today. I believe because the thumbnail said the tea is back or something like that.
It does say that. And then there's
But I guess it's no
vampire.
surprise when you're scraping the bottom
Wait, what?
It's a vampire glammy and a vampire
I
wrestler.
know. I saw that. That thumbnail was actually kind of funny. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
of the barrel to find these dads that can't even hold a job outside the LCU.
Correct, 110%. Because if you don't want me going off on Sweet Tea, because I got shit to say, and I don't want to regret it, but I got shit to say.
Well, that
You can say it on Rastoff. Why can't you say it on Sweet Tea? You can say it on everybody else. Why can't you say it on Sweet Tea? What what is this shit? Why do people pick and choose who they're gonna say? What, we're gonna say it on Rastoff because it's the easy thing to do right now? You
Yeah.
can't do the hard thing? But we're gonna do the
Why
easy
not?
thing though, right?
Well, you know, this is how people work.
And again, Rastoff deserves some of the shit said. He knows he did what he did. He did it the wrong way. He 100% did it the wrong way. I am so angry at him. I literally want to flip shit over this because of how he handled it. And the sad thing is I could have walked him through it. I could have walked him through how to handle this situation. I have dealt with Keemstar for years. I have
Don't wanna
been
go-
all my major dramas on YouTube. Keemstar has been involved. I could have helped him through this. Just like I could have helped him through the Tommy shit when Tommy started chirping at Rastoff. I could have helped him there, but he wouldn't listen.
Wow. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Xylee, you can't really control what the people will do. People will do what they will do, and it's not always the best thing to do. And even they know that inside, but, you know, people do things out of upset and anger, and this is the way the fucking cookie crumbles, unfortunately, and the show must go on.
Brandon Blue Eyes said, "Who is this grandma screaming? I'm Xylee motherfucking Gets Real. That's who the fuck I am. Learn it, love it, live it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
this is part of the catch-22 of this universe, guys. All right, we find entertaining people, but they're entertaining because they're flawed, right? You know, and that's the catch-22. It's really, really hard to manage all these hosts and all these shows because the people themselves are flawed, but because they're flawed,
We're all
they're entertaining.
Yeah, right.
without even having much talent, they're entertaining, you know? And
He's
it's
not
like,
wrong.
that's the catch-22 in all of this. And
He's not wrong. We're all flawed. Like me, I'll spurg out quick. I'll spurg out like a motherfucker quick. I'll start yelling. I'll start hitting my desk. Easy peasy. All right? We're all flawed human beings. I am not perfect by no means.
I don't think anyone doubted that you'd flip out and spurg out, Xylee. I don't think anyone's doubting that.
I woke up violent this morning. I woke up wanting to flip. As soon as I walked into my office, I looked at my gaming chair and I was like, I really want to pick that motherfucker up and throw it. I woke up angry this morning over this shit. Granted, I only had like 3 hours of sleep, so that might have been part of the situation. Tuffy said Rastoff had the keys to the kingdom, but he's not compatible with the American way of management. Part of it is a culture thing. Maybe so. You know, that might
No,
be
it is.
it. You think so?
Yeah, here's the thing about Americans, right? Americans are like, work yourself to the fucking bone until you kill yourself. The work ethic is way too insane. It's all about how much money you make. When you meet someone, you talk about what job they do, how much they're making. I don't do that over here. I don't give a fuck what they're doing or how much they're making. That doesn't make me value a person. But over there, you guys care so much about the work ethic and work, but there's way more to life than work. But honestly, living in America and having everyone be like that is crazy. And yeah, the productivity over there is much higher than it is over here, but I think people might be happier in their jobs over here, just a little bit, because over there you fuckers are killing yourselves.
Oh, we are.
It's a different work ethic
Absolutely.
entirely.
Absolutely. And you're not wrong. It's crazy that our workers here are quite literally killing themselves. And we're talking about, like, it's crazy how the blue collar jobs, how they work so hard, they can even work 50, 60 hours a week and they still can't hardly pay their bills. That's how bad it is here.
Yeah, and this
Let's
is what I
be
mean. You have people
honest.
up in management positions and shit, and those people fucking work themselves to the bone. They give every hour to the company they work for, as if it's like as if the company is part of their family. You know what I mean? Like, you guys go hard, and and that means the management ethic is also different, right? It means that your managers are harder on the people.
Well,
and
they're
that's
harder.
just
Well,
the way
you
it
got to
is.
understand, though, the management is harder on the people because the corporate people are even harder on them. Because I've been in the management and the corporate, that's no joke.
Like, over here, the higher you are, the less work you do. And that may be true at the very high parts of an American work culture. But I feel like if you're in management or middle management, you're still working fucking 60 hours a week
You are.
and putting
You are,
your life
actually.
into it and doing work from home and shit.
You absolutely
know?
are. I remember when I was a store manager at a place and I would schedule myself 70 hours a week just to make sure that I would be there when this happens, that happens, and blah, blah, blah. Scheduled. Not how much
bet they
I was
loved you.
actually there. Shit.
I bet they loved you.
God damn it. I'm a workaholic. Can't help it.
You know, when people say, oh, someone else is going to go make their own BBU, I always think, good luck.
Yeah, right.
Good luck. You're not going to be able to do what I do. You're not. You know?
Did they not learn from the BBU? You know, the way it's going to work, I'm not trying to advertise anything that he's doing, but if that's what he's doing, he's going to have a great, couple of weeks. Really good. And then it's going to fall apart.
Yes, every time.
He actually, without Sweet Tea's permission, used Sweet Tea to act like him and Sweet Tea were doing something, but they're not. So Sweet Tea's mad at that.
Oh, thank God.
But whatever.
Okay, I can kind of understand where Sweet Tea was mad at that. I can understand it because it was like he used her face to take a dig at Keem. I can understand where she can get upset with that.
I'm resetting my camera. Apparently, we're both lagging hard. I turned it off and on as well.
All right, Walnut Queen supporter said, you're goddamn right, Josh. I work hard so I can play hard. Plus, I work at a restaurant so I get a free meal every day I work. #friends.
Oh, shit. You got to work for your meal? Damn. Hey.
S1K says, I truly believe she backed out last second. No, I don't, because I actually had confirmation from Rastov. I saw the thumbnail, and he even told me it was a troll, because I asked him flat out how the conversation started. I asked him, is Sweet Tea going up on your show? She was never going up on his show.
Walnut
At least
Queen,
what he
thank
told me.
you. I hope you do play hard if you work that hard. I hope you do. Why did I just get banned from the Discord? I haven't done anything related of this. I think you were somehow mistaken for somebody. I don't think you've done anything wrong. I'm gonna get you unbanned, buddy. Don't worry about it.
All right, Remo, don't worry about it. We're going to work on that. You might have been mistaken for somebody.
I think you were, to be honest.
Well, Josh will find out.
It is what it is. I'm mad at everyone right now. I'm mad Boogie fucked up the audio at the beginning.
That's fair.
You know,
That's
it's
very
just
fair.
one of those days. It's one of those days.
I'm going to say what I have to say about Sweet Tea. The thing that drove me nuts is something that I had said in the past, Sweet Tea, and in your voice note, you're saying it's difficult with your kids and all this. I get that. I understand that. I've never been a dad, but I get that that's still got to be pretty hard to balance, right? The thing that annoyed me was and it's like 4 hours, 6 days a week. And there's so many people, I've said this, but there's so many people in chat that are working 40, 60, 80-hour weeks, or nurses that work 12-hour shifts to make ends meet. And they're not earning a fraction of the money that you were earning here. And so I get that you know, you've been on maybe disability for a while, that kind of thing. You're used to the money just showing up. Sometimes you just got to hire a babysitter and lock in and get that 4 hours a day done. And I don't think that's unreasonable.
Okay, Huge Ass says it's literally just messed up with a thumbnail. Bad joke too soon. But he streamed on his personal channel. I didn't see anything like a new universe. Rastov's not starting a new universe. I truly don't believe. I would be shocked if something like that happened. He still loves this universe. He still loves the people in this universe.
He's not doing that shit.
Yeah, I do not believe.
I'll talk to you after the show, and we'll work this out with Keem and everything. All right, cool. We're good.
All right. All right, here they go over the Rastov tweet, which, again, Jesus Christ, Rastov, what the fuck, bro?
Read it. I've clicked it. They're looking at
All
it.
right.
You read it.
So, from the real Rastov on X, formerly Twitter, I guess it's escalated to this. Come 8 p.m., anyone associated with me is getting banned from the LCU. I do not want any of you to get banned from something that I still love. Do not get banned from me. I hold nothing against any of you. I appreciate all the love. They're only getting banned because you ran off, you pussy.
Yeah, and you're trying. You're
Oh, that's funny. Talking about somebody running off coming from you.
Yeah.
Remo the Turk says, cheers, y'all. Appreciate that. Yeah, no problem, dude.
That is very rich, Booster. Coming from you. You ran away, and I've had to go and collect you multiple times from an alt because you blocked me. And I've told you we're friends. Even back then, I was your friend. You know when he was just a user of the Discord. I thought he was cool then before he was a content creator. I thought he was funny, right? So I was gonna message him like a week after he left, when he was outcast, and I was gonna message him, and I tried to, but it said you do not share any servers with this person. So I was like, fuck it, I'll give up. I was like, you coming back to the Discord or what? Because he left for being called Booger Boy or something.
Oh, yeah, where he was eating his boogers.
Yeah, he was eating his boogers on camera.
Gross.
Yeah, I mean, at least he doesn't do it on stream. That's pretty cool. I don't think
Okay.
he does that anymore. I think he's learned his lesson.
Hold on. They ended up big. Yeah. Okay, here we go. What'd you think about this?
I don't like this.
What'd you think about this, bro?
What, this coming up in a second? This whole thing?
Yes.
I don't like this at all. This made me kind of like feel like she's kind of a bitch, but is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is she trying to get intern? What's going on here? Let's watch it. I mean, it pissed me off.
Streaming by myself, lol, you can call it Keem's cut.
Good. Enjoy Obscurity.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Buff.
20.
Okay, Daredevil, you're full screen. Let him have it.
Wait, let's see if it works for the 20. It's not working. Okay. Givens, all right, for 20 says, by the way, Xylee, I don't have a separate bank account. I once again can no longer afford to pay my immigration lawyer. Day 14 of telling Josh he's my hashtag friend.
You know, I hate it more when Xylee says it to me than the TTS. You know, I hate that more.
Double got him. There you go.
You know, I hate it more, right? Because, like, the TTS I don't associate with a human being. I just think of him as an asshole, even though he says nice things sometimes. But, like, Xylee.
Well, I read it. I read. We have to read them.
I get you read it, but it's worse coming from you.
I'm sorry. All right, so let's hear Daredevil. Or is it Daredevil? I think it's Daredevil.
Rastov, I hate you, and you need to learn that you're a piece of shit for what you did. Not just for technically scamming me for free labor, but you abandoned Billy.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I have to cut her off. How are you scammed? It was free. Now, if they said they would pay you and they didn't, then you would have been scammed. I feel like you added an extra word in there to make it sound worse than what it actually was. Now, I can understand you worked on, and that animation was actually really cute. The Balls
really
intro,
good.
it's really good.
The South Park theme Balls intro, I love it. It's very good. Yeah,
I
it's
loved
very well
it.
done.
Absolutely loved it. I can
We'll give her that.
understand where you worked on that for however long it took you, because I know it wasn't easy and it wasn't quick. And I can understand where you made that and then he quit, so it wasn't going to get seen anymore. I can understand you being upset about that. But how did he scam you? Scam is a very heavy word.
It is. I feel like she just feels like, you know, her work's just been shat on, essentially.
That I can understand. She worked on that bitch, and now it's not going to be used because it's literally Billy and Rastoff in the animation. I get that. That part I get 100%, and I feel for her in that way. But she wasn't scammed.
No.
And it bothered me that she used that word. Slinky says, you scammed me out of free entertainment, and now I'm down $5. Well, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it.
Well, at least it's Australian $5. It's not so bad, eh? Not so bad.
Learn that you're a piece of shit for what you did. Not just for technically scamming me for free labor, but you abandoned Billy, you fucked over Live, you fucked over Sweet Tea, dragging her down with you. Your job's not that hard. And honestly, this whole hissy fit is really, really pathetic. It really is. You need to just get over yourself, make up with Keem, and get back to work, or just, burn it all down. Don't even try to copy the universe, because you're just gonna get hate with you. Just saying.
You're a piece of fucking bitch.
Also, Nightmare's a bitch.
Nightmare is such a fucking bitch.
He is a bitch. I don't know why he's asking to get fired, honestly. He can easily quit. No one's chaining you down, Nightmare.
Actually, at this point, he had already quit.
I'd love to see her actually fight these people face to face. She's so willing to be like, this person's a bitch, and this person's a bitch. Well, how about you tell them to their face, and we'll see how you fare then.
She's tried out for an intern, and she was the one that got on Eric about the Lego video up on Live one time. She's a sweet girl.
So you think this is just take two?
Yeah. She's actually a sweet girl. She's very nice. She used to call in to Rewind and stuff. Nice girl. And like I said, I understand about her being mad about her animation, but she used the wrong word, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's quite distasteful, actually.
Just saying. Scam is a heavy word. All right. So here, after me begging Rastoff for an hour to get in a call.
Or sorry, hiring Booster if we hit our goal. And we did. So I'm recommending it.
Rastoff got full on Voldemort. Yep. It's done. He did. The reason why he wouldn't get on the phone with me is because he's planning to launch his own shit. Every host talked to him, like Xylee talked to him, Scooter talked to him, Billy talked to him. He refused to talk to me because he was planning on starting his own shit. And now he's over there fucking saying, hey guys, I'm so sorry that you got banned from the LCU. This was not my intentions. I love Keem. I love all the hosts. I just needed space. No, you didn't. It's just another fucking manipulation tactic.
I think that's Keem. I think that's Keem's anger, and I can understand where Keem is coming from because he's angry. But I truly, actually do believe that Rastoff does love this universe.
But you want to know why what Keem said's very believable?
Why?
Because he did go live while this is all going down, while it's all hot and spicy, and while he needed space, he still went live, and that's how it looks. That's how it's always gonna look.
I know.
So Keem gets all the points here.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how it looks.
That's what I'm saying. He did not work this out. He didn't make the right moves at all.
Oh.
He did not make the right moves at all. So unfortunately, because of the moves he made it look one way when I feel like it's actually another.
Yeah. I'm going to be real. I was reading some of the comments over there and some of the donos, and it got to the point where I was like, shit, this is starting to seem like a detractor channel for Keem. I was like, obviously Rastoff didn't condone any of that stuff, right? Rastoff never did. I will say that he didn't condone any of the comments, but it was just like fuck Keem and fuck this, and it was kind of gay. But that's, I guess people are just angry at Keem because they love Rastoff, which is fine. But I mean, it's starting to look a certain way, like that.
Brantley Keem is in the chat. Happy birthday, Brantley Keem. Miss 25 years old. She thinks she grown now.
Happy birthday. I need approval from her for something.
Oh, okay.
I want her to be happy with the sprite of her for an upcoming game. She's in it temporarily.
I don't think she has a Discord anymore. So what you need to do? No, I think she deleted her Discord. So if anything, send it to me.
That's right.
Send it to me and I'll text it to her.
All right.
What's up, Keem?
What's going on?
How you doing, Keem?
Yeah, how you doing?
I was upset about multiple different things about how this played out.
Yeah.
And I think when I speak, I try to be as honest as possible to my own fault, right? I threatened to go IRL because that's how I felt.
That's how you were feeling at the time. I knew you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just am honest.
I do the same shit. Yeah.
he is a sneaky, dishonest manipulator. And every step of this was just that.
I think he was trying to poke you because I think he's just as fucking hard-headed as you and he wanted to troll you. I think he was trying to poke you in every way he could because that was him getting his lick back. That's what I think.
You know, it all started, and I'm going to loop, you know, you've heard me say this before, but I don't care. It all started yesterday of, okay, haven't spoke to Rostov for well over a day.
Yep.
Let's get on the phone and try to figure things out. I'm going to have Billy be the mediator on this, right? And I get a text message that said something along the lines, I would have picked up the phone, but now that I'm hearing you falsely accuse me of doing something with Sweet Tea and all this other stuff, you can go fuck yourself or whatever. I'm not answering the phone type of shit. And
that's
that
him being spiteful.
But he creates this level of suspicion, right? But this is because he's dishonest. This is not, oh, Rostov made a mistake and he's not seeing it my way. It's Rostov is manipulating Xylee. You know this. You do commentary, dude. He set up a scenario where it looked like him and Sweet Tea were doing some shit. All right. Then when we say, oh, I think Sweet Tea is doing some shit, then he then spins it on me and says, I'm not going to get on the phone with you because you thought I was doing some shit. Okay, fine. Then he sets up a stream acting like he's doing some shit. And now he can play it off and has plausible deniability. Hey, it was a troll. And look, you're repeating it right here. It was a troll.
Because
right?
he showed it to me. He showed me and I was like, bro, I don't know about that.
It's a troll to what?
It was a troll to you. It was a troll to you.
Xylee, I am one person. It's a troll to the 1,000 people that clicked on there. It is clickbait at its core, and it's designed to get as many people to go to Rostov's personal channel as possible. We have to be honest. We can't give the benefit of the doubt of someone who is literally acting in bad faith. I'm not going to. I'm not.
I get it. Listen, I'm going to say this. I understand why, because I do come from commentary, I understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling about it. I get it. I understand. If I was in your shoes, I'd feel exactly the same fucking way. It's because I have talked to him, I don't feel that way.
And because he was acting in bad...
I begged him to get in the phone with you. I begged him because if he could just tell you what he was telling me, it would have been better.
And because he was acting in bad faith and trying to get as many of LCU fans over on his personal channel, because that was the point of everything, right? His goal was get as many of Keemstar's LCU fan base on my personal channel. That was the whole goal of everything, right? The first words out of his mouth is, hey guys, I really don't want you guys to get banned. I love Keemstar. I love the LCU, right? All of it is lies. All of it is just straight up lies and manipulation. None of it is acting in good faith. None of it is real. It's all a hustle from the top to the bottom. So that, you know what that is? That is knives in my back. All right.
I can see why you took it like that. 100%. I get it.
I didn't take it that way. That's the way it is. That is literally a fact. I have been backstabbed. So unfortunately, now I have to go even farther and look like a complete fucking asshole, look like the bad guy, Voldemort him, ban the fucking fans that are over there supporting him, because I'm not going to get stabbed again. All right. You're not going to sit there and start preying on Reaper fans and fucking add all them to your personal Discord and fucking memorize their goddamn fucking pets' names and shit. All right. You're not going to keep taking and taking and taking. I have to then look like a complete asshole and double and triple down and just shut off the gravy train.
I wish he would have just done this the right way. I wish he would have just done this the right way. I'm so mad at him for not doing it right.
Oh, well,
it just is what it is.
Intentions.
He had He was acting in bad faith. He was manipulating everything that came out of his mouth. He's fucking privately telling you, I'm so hurt, and oh my God, and oh, this is so frustrating. He's having a hard time with those private calls. When he was on that stream, did you see him having a hard time, or did you see him laughing and joking and acting like none of this bothered him at all? Because he's acting in bad faith, Siley.
Yeah, and regardless of what he meant or what he was trying to do, that is literally how it looks, to be fair. I mean, that is literally how it looks, regardless. Like, he can mean what he wants, but if it looks a certain way, it looks a certain way. Like, it is what it is.
Someone donated $5, said, Keem, you are also acting in bad faith. You're trying to turn people against Rastov. Yeah, and I am trying to turn people against Rastov. I'm not trying to be sneaky about it. I'm not trying to manipulate you. I want everyone to hate Rastov. I want the ghost of Rostov's dead family members to hate him and haunt him, all right? I want his mail lady to literally slam the packages on the ground, okay, before he gets them. I want his dog walker to lose his dog, all right? I want everyone to fucking hate him. I'm not trying to manipulate you assholes to hate him. I'm telling you I want that.
Well, there is.
I'm not over here saying, I love Rastov. I love him so much. No hard feelings, guys. And if you like Rastov, you know, that's cool. You have a right to like him. No, I'm doing the opposite of that. Being honest.
I have a question for you. If he would have approached you the correct way, would you have let him walk away?
Of course. The fuck? He's not my prisoner.
Right.
But he's just not, bro, it all comes down to disrespect. He went out of his way to do everything as disrespectful as possible, to the point where I'm getting a message from another grown man, I need space. I can't think of anything more fucking offensive than that. So.
I mean, I agree. Especially when other people are being affected, I would have caved in by then. I don't like when other people are affected for the shit that I do. Like, if they're losing out on stuff because of me, I feel bad. So I'd be like, oh, fuck, I'm going to take this call. But I wouldn't even say give me space. I would just take it.
Butterfly Kisses in chat said, now you're showing why people shouldn't work for you. But they're going to, and they're going to keep watching me. So it doesn't fucking matter, bro. It doesn't matter. It's never mattered.
I'll work for Keem as long as he'll have me work for him. You know what I mean?
Dude, it didn't matter a decade ago when everyone said I was the most evil motherfucker in the world. It's not going to work today when everyone says that. I'm going to produce content. I'm good at this. I'm great at this. And I can teach people how to be good at it. And I can make people with absolutely no talent have fucking success, and I've proved it time and time again. And that fucking chat doesn't matter to me. That matters to a motherfucker that wants to manipulate you, a motherfucker that wants you to think that they're the good guy and they're your best friend and all that other. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I will make content and you will watch it.
Is the last dono a troll?
I don't know. What did the last dono say?
It's from Voiden.
Voiden says, this is a complete 180 from Jaffe. Jaffe did it correctly. Rastov didn't. Did Jaffe
got taken off air.
Wait, Jaffe got... Wait. Jaffe didn't quit. Jaffe got fired. And because he had a caller after using the 1-800 number that people could call or whatever, call in. After Keemstar told him not to use that number, a person called in and said some stupid shit about Brantley. And Keem took him off air. So I don't know about how Jaffe did it correctly. His ass got fired.
I watched that stream when Keem come up and took him off air. And he just came up and said, look, are you fucking retarded? Is this what you're gonna do? Like, dude, like we can't work together anymore. And they pretty much all got fired on the spot, and that was the end of it.
Boyden said, my bad, I was wrong. Have $10 to fix it. Oh yeah, no problem.
But I think what Voiden's trying to say, did Jaffe and all them act in bad faith after they left? No, not really.
No, not really. He's more obsessed with me than anybody.
Yeah, he loves Xylee.
No,
he loves Xylee.
He loves me.
I don't know why. He just liked upsetting you.
Because I wouldn't be his friend.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. It's kind of weird.
But listen. listen, I understand. I'm going to be quite honest. If I was in Keem's shoes, I don't know about the banning of people if I would have gone that far, but I would have been just as pissed as Keem. I have to admit that. And I know how I get when I'm pissed. I start saying, this is the reason why if I get super pissed, I get up and walk away, because I will say some stupid, crazy shit out of my mouth. And like flying to New Zealand to beat someone up would have been one of them. I have to admit.
Yeah.
Wait, did we miss?
Oh my goodness.
Hold on 1 second. So I want to make sure I didn't miss one. Twisted Puppet said, what's done is done. Have a wonderful day. And then Nom Nom said, Keem, Rastov came to London in a mutual land and have a fight. Then Rastov come crawling back, humbled after he's been demolished. Josh can referee.
Oh yeah, I'd be the best referee because I don't give a fuck. I don't care who smashes who or who wins. Let's go.
And Glowshine
I'm
with the
refereeing
50.
that shit.
Listen, I don't have the dun dun dun, and for some reason our thing isn't working. So have a Gidgy.
I am desperate for attention. I love it.
There you go, Glowshine. That's for the 50.
Gidgy for you, Glowshine. I'm sure you wanted Gidgy. Let's go.
Destin said, don't cry, Xylee. Breaks my heart. You did your best as a friend. That's all anybody would ask. It is his responsibility to do the right thing. Hugs. Listen, I didn't want to cry. I didn't want to cry. I did not want to cry in this. I was crying last night. I was crying this morning because I was frustrated. I'm angry. My crying is anger. Okay? My crying is anger because I don't want to destroy my equipment, and I would love to just, but I can't. That's why I'm crying.
Why don't we just fucking break it, okay?
Don't make me get a ticket to UK. Okay?
Oh,
Don't make
shit.
me pull
I
a
can't be the
Keemstar
referee in
on
our
you.
fight.
Don't make me pull a
I can't be the
Keemstar
referee.
put on you. Okay, buddy? I'm just saying.
Who's going to be the referee?
No
There won't be a
referee.
referee by the sound of it.
No, absolutely not.
There's no rules.
Absolutely not. I would knock on your door, punch you in the face, and then we'd go to the harvester. There we go.
Okay, sounds good to
All right,
me.
so this is when he got Voldemort. No, I think I've already played this. Hold on.
So he's fucking done, dude.
Okay,
And-
yeah, we did that. So Billy comes in here and gives his
I
take
didn't
on
like
it.
this. I didn't like this.
Okay, here we go.
It always ends on me, and it's up to me no matter what. I can say, hey, this person did that, this person did this, but at the end of the day, I'm left with the fucking bill. I'm the one that's got to fucking make sure it fucking survives. And I was trying to instill that into our boy Rastov, but he just doesn't want to be a leader. He wants to be a Karen, is the best way I could describe it.
I don't know what he has in him, you know. He hasn't done this like we have, so flight is over fight for him, I think.
Yeah, I understand his mentality, and like I'm not going to bore everybody by preaching, but basically he's in survival mode and he wants to do as little as possible for various reasons. He wants to coast as best he can. He was doing it before. He came here and worked when it was fun, but once it became work, he didn't want to do it anymore because now it's work.
At Willie Fridge super chatted $20. Billy for live TBH.
That's my dream. It's always been.
Dude, your mother has been donating like crazy. Look at her. Thank you, Willie.
I was saying Billy for live for the longest time, to be honest.
I don't think it's a good fit, to be honest.
Really?
No, it's not. He tried with Wings and Boogie. He had like a day to try, and it kind of sucked. And then even when he came up this time, it kind of sucked. So I don't know.
Well, you got to understand the circumstance too. Rastov was just Voldemorted. His good friend was just Voldemorted.
And now he's trying to take his job. Hell yeah, go, buddy. Go, let's get that. Take his job right away. Let's go. I support it. You know, fuck it. Right?
Okay, can we be honest? What he's about to say, he was clearly joking. Watch him. He's clearly joking. Yes, he was joking.
Don't dox my mom, Keem.
Is that really your mom's account?
Dude, yeah, that's my Wilhelmina the fridge. Dude, when you doxed Sweet Tea Voldemort, when you doxed Voldemort no teeth, you gave her the world. Now you dox my mom. What do I get, Keem? What do I get?
I can tell you what Shadow Humor's getting. He's up to $400 of hate donations to me. $400. Big W's in the chat for Shadow Humor. Thank you so much for all your money to say that I'm a cock.
Okay, cock. Who knows? Billy Boogie Booster for live. The three B's. W's in chat if you want to watch
Boogie,
local live.
do you think I'm going to let you make the BBBU?
But what if it stays here?
I'm going to allow you to make the BBB? No, I mean, look, I mean, you could have Billy temporarily, and if it works, it works. Maybe permanently. I mean, then I'm not forced to be here.
No, Billy, go away.
You don't want that. Here's what you do: you get Boogie, you get Booster, you get Candy. You change your name from Candy with a K to Candy with a C. You got the BBC, the British Broadcasting Company. We love Doctor Who around here, right?
But ultimately, I need someone to do can actually operate the OBS, can actually operate and narrate.
That's my sweet baby boy, Billy.
Mom, stop. You've been compromised.
I can do it a little bit. I've done it a little bit today. And honestly, looking at our numbers, it's not been bad, but there's so many people that are going to be so much better at it than me. And this is not my strong point, right?
Well, your numbers aren't good right now because there's a fucking full-on backstab.
Well, no, I'm saying with that backstab happening, I'm not even mad with these numbers, especially with the support we've seen today. 25 new members, that's awesome. I'm very happy with 25 new members considering everything that's going on.
Is that it? We need more members.
I know we do. That's
on the wall, right?
Telling Booster I would not do. Yes.
What? Did he say yes?
Yes, he did.
Oh my God. What? For a 50 bomb, you're going to try to run through that fucking wall for real?
Yes, Keem, if you're coming back and
You need to
for
make sure-
a while.
Aren't all the fans over?
Okay, where was Billy when he went off about
You know,
what?
I don't know. You find it, but I was trying to get him to run through that wall the other day for a crown. I was like, you better run full speed through that fucking wall and break it. So I'm glad it's really everyone's kind of continuing that, because he should run through that fucking wall like no tomorrow. You could do it. He's lost weight. You can fit through that gap. Come on, Boogie. Convince him. Come on, guys.
Let me see. I think
On balls? Aren't they Rastov fans?
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen on balls.
Well, guess what? You're getting Nightmare now. Fuck every single one of you for letting
God.
Rastov, you piece of shit.
Oh,
You're getting
God.
fucking Nightmare. You're getting him.
All right. At 2:50, we find out why you shouldn't be drunk and go on a live stream with Keemstar, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, 3:14. Fucking Nightmare, you dork. I still can't believe he showed up in the fucking VC goddamn minutes before his goddamn live stream and didn't realize that he was. Where is Nightmare? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Rest.
That's not Knife in there. Jesus Christ. Where did Oh, here he
I
is.
sent you the timestamp because I sent you the clips. You could watch it in the morning.
You didn't send me timestamps.
Oh my God. Let me scroll back in our chat. I swear to God.
You did not send me timestamps.
I did send you a timestamp for this.
I have the timestamps written down. I was looking at the wrong one.
Oh, it's all your fault.
Yes,
Classic.
it is. It is my fault. All right, here we go.
I'll let you go.
There's Nightmare.
Important.
Thank you, Sway.
conversation to have.
Red gang.
Nightmare.
What are we doing?
I was informed by multiple people that you quit on test tonight.
I quit yesterday. I messaged you, yes.
I know I didn't read it until today, and then I told you that you're not allowed to quit.
Keem didn't believe he quit. Booster didn't realize he quit. Huge ass is trying to tell them, no, Nightmare actually quit on test. Okay? I cried on test about Nightmare quitting. I go to sleep and I find out he has 2 shows now. How in the fuck did we go from 0 to 2? Because his ass was drunk and decided to join live.
I won't say that I cried. I'll say that I was emotional. In a private call.
Yeah, we were in a private call with him for the first. When he wasn't on test, it was me and Josh in a private call with Nightmare, and someone got emotional. I'll say it's me. I'll take the blame.
It was Xylee. It was fucking definitely Xylee.
I
I'm
was
just
the
saying,
only
guys.
one. I was the only one that was getting emotional in that call. Okay, just know that.
Yes,
Yeah.
based.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So did you really just try to quit again?
What do you mean try to quit again? It's the same quit. It's a singular quit.
Okay, well you got promoted to balls. You're on balls. They're gonna love you over there.
What?
Go check the announcements. You think I'm fucking around? This been happened.
This is bullshit. There's no way. Oh my God, you actually have as well.
Yes, you got moved to balls. What? Look at your host roles. What are they? Does it say balls host on it? So then I make this move, and then a bunch of these fuckers come in here and they're, he quit. I go, no, he didn't quit. I talked to him for a show. He didn't quit. And they're telling me you quit. You can't fucking quit. You just got a promotion.
Yeah.
You took me off test to put me on balls.
You know why?
Well, you could do both. I don't care.
You know why? Because Billy the fucking Fridge said Nightmare for balls. He gave you that. He gave you the ups.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
You were Batgirl.
He picked you.
Oh, that you only option fit.
I picked you. I wanted people who are down to tattoo their shows on their bodies because my ex-host wouldn't do it.
Nightmare, if I tell you the truth on what?
Ooh.
Nice.
What do you mean base? Keem told him not to do it. I still hold true to that.
I know, but I love perpetuating that it's all Rastov's fault, even though it's not, because it's funny. Because I know Rastov doesn't have to do it, and he was told not to do it, but I still like to, meme on
You
it.
like to, yeah, because you love chaos, you fucker.
Yeah. Fuck you, Rastov. You should have got that tattoo. God.
Yeah, Rastov. We want to see the tattoo now. You know what? I'm going to change my mind. Rastov, you better get that fucking tattoo. Okay?
Right now.
I want that tattoo now, Rastov, more than ever. Fuck.
Yeah, especially now. Now is the time.
Mfu said they aren't pairing up. Oh, Buff was just there. They aren't pairing up. What are you talking about, Mfu? Well, he didn't allow...
We know Rastov's not pairing up with Buff. We just know that Buff was on there. Yeah. It's still weird, but...
Yeah, no, Buff was just on there, and what little bit I saw, it really wasn't that bad. Matter of fact, he ended up leaving Wonderland while he was up there. Like, he showed him the Discord, and he showed him leaving the Wonderland Discord. And he said something about he wasn't really, he wasn't going to be one of the creators for Wonderland. They don't know, he don't know why they did that. That's what Buff was saying. I did hear that
was
part.
Going in there to see what was going on because it's funny.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of funny, but that's about it. I thought that's what Buff was doing. I didn't think Buff was actually joining the network. But,
I agreed to do it. Will you not get upset? You have to promise.
Go for it.
I'm so mad at Rastov and all his fans. I want to torture them by making you the Balls host. You can't get mad. You're not allowed to get mad. You're not allowed to get mad.
I'm not mad.
It's smart.
I'm still not coming back. I don't know what you're understanding about this, right?
Nightmare, you're a weapon.
But you're a weapon of mass destruction. Like, we're going to really piss them off. As soon as, that Balls intro hits and they see you, they're going to literally mass... can I say the word on YouTube? I don't think I can say. They're going to drink Kool-Aid that will end Minecraft accounts together. You're like Anthrax in a note.
You literally threatened to send Anthrax to me if I tried to quit.
Don't say that part. So,
it's true! Keem did say that! Keem did say that when we were all trying to talk Nightmare out of quitting. Keem did come.
he did say that. He did. I tried other methods. Not really Anthrax, but I admire it. It's a way to go, and I'm sure it could work.
Yeah, let's not do Anthrax. That would be bad.
I would never. God.
All right.
You're a weapon of mass destruction, Nightmare.
So, let me just get this straight. I quit. You tell me that I can't quit. I stay quitting. And you respond by giving me an additional show.
Yes.
Picture this.
raise.
Yes.
Picture this. You go and you're on Balls, right? And then you spend 30 minutes talking about how often should you clean your grill? And then
nobody watches.
I love the grill.
And then listen, Nightmare. And then you can pick up ducks and shit and hey, who wants a duck, bro? You will drive them insane. I'm telling you, dude, this is a good plan.
Nightmare,
You can do AI ducks.
Nightmare,
AI slot ducks.
I did have a very important question. Where did you guys land on sucking your own dick being gay?
I said it wasn't.
Good to know. Good to know.
Okay, we don't care about that part. So eventually he gets on his computer.
Desktop stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way this chat is real.
Balls are getting cleaned up.
Why is the chat W's? There's no way. Y'all fucking trolling, I swear to God.
It's the one time that you've been in the LCU for almost a year now, and it'll be the first time you were useful. So do it.
Nice wall, Boogie.
Thanks, man.
That's nice.
Did you see him throw that piece of trash behind his back without looking and it go perfectly through the hole?
That was like 2 days ago. Yes, I did do that.
That was just.
It happened about 20 minutes ago.
What? Really?
And I get fucking told
we
I'm
went
fucking on balls.
Wow.
This is like the weird opposite of quitting, by the way. I've never quite been in this.
I think that piece of trash was my pills. Was it my pills?
So he ends up agreeing to it like a crazy person. So I want to see when Sweet Tea joins. I don't care about the Your Mama join, to be honest. He was just going, haha, I told you about Rastov, basically. Because I didn't see this part at all when Sweet Tea joined. So I didn't see this. I was asleep. I didn't see it.
Hold on, why did I came off flip? Whoa. Hello, Sweet Tea.
Sweet Tea, I am upset with you.
I bet.
I really would appreciate it, you reaching out to either me or Mike when you decided to quit. And instead you
I
told
knew
me.
you were going to talk me out of it.
I know, but still, if you would have just shot me a text and then blocked my number, I'd have more respect than what you did.
Everybody says that. I knew he would talk me out of it. I knew you would talk me out of it. What is wrong with having your mind made up?
Nothing.
Do people just not stand on what they think or what they believe? I mean, I can understand somebody talking out because they bring up good points or whatever, but if this is too much for you mentally, then you should not do it. Working in this universe is a lot different than working on your own show out in the wilds. There are benefits with being in a universe, but sometimes the stress of it is actually more than what it would be out in the wilds. You know?
I mean, I don't really have any mental ailments or anything. I'm fortunate for that. But I know a lot of people do, and I get that like those things can cause you to struggle a lot.
No. And Pecan Pie, I know. Nightmare just did it too. I know. Oh. And Pecan Pie, do you know what Nightmare had the gall to fucking tell me? He was like, Xylee, I told you in the DMs. And he said it publicly, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. I told you in the DMs, the next time I try to quit, you're not allowed. Let me come back.
What are you going to do?
He blamed me for having 2 shows now. He had the gall to blame me. I was like, motherfucker, when I went to sleep, in my mind, you were gone.
Can I be honest, though?
What?
Can I be really honest?
Yeah.
I think, and I'm going to say it, and you might be upset by this, I don't think the old fucking shiny test boys was really what everyone needed. The Grim and Nightmare combo. I think that killed the show. I think Nightmare needs a new co-host. I think Grim needs to work elsewhere too. And I think they will find their creativity, and Nightmare won't feel the way he does, and he'll get a new bit of oomph behind him, I think. Now, I just don't think they're meant to be together. I'm sorry. I think they're meant to be friends. I think they're meant to be boys. I don't think they're meant to do a show together. I don't think they are. I'm sorry. Back in the days when there was less than 21 shows and there was like 10 or 11, I can see them being a great show and doing really well. But now when there's 21 shows, I don't think Test is anywhere near as strong as it was. And I don't think them doing the content that they used to do will work anymore. I think they need to, do the new stuff. And I think working with different people will help them both do that. And I think they'll both be happier, honestly.
So you think maybe a shakeup needs to happen where neither one of them gets fired, but they get placed somewhere differently?
I like them both. I think they're both cool.
I love them both.
I like them both a lot. I love Nightmare. I love Nightmare, right? But I do think they need to work with different people. I'm sorry, I do.
I mean, maybe that's a possibility.
And also,
because I know they both have it in them.
Yeah, they do. But you know what?
What?
Oh, fuck, I lost it. Shit!
And
fuck!
What
about your mama? What was it about your mama? Oh, your mama and Nightmare. It wasn't a bad watch. It just didn't make any money.
I'm not going to sit here and say it wasn't a bad watch. I refuse.
It was a bad watch a lot of times, I'll give you that. But there was sometimes I was like, this is all right. This is all right. I don't think it's been... There were some episodes that were good. There was a lot of bad, I'll give you that. But they definitely had a higher viewership than probably Test has ever had. And that's the one thing you can't lie about. They had like 600 views a lot of days and 500, 600.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is. I don't know the logistics around it, but...
Well, now we have your mama and Sweet Tea.
That's going to be interesting. Of
it's
course
gonna be
it will.
Very interesting.
Yeah, 600 views with no money. That's true. They didn't do very well.
I think I was going through a mental breakdown, especially with Rastoff leaving and everything. It upset me so much.
What did I say? What did I say? She left because of Rastoff. It wasn't Rastoff telling her to leave. It was because of
wouldn't tell her to
Rastoff.
leave.
No, he
Rastoff
wouldn't.
wouldn't tell her to leave.
No, he wouldn't.
And then, look, I know the hours in live weren't working for you, but I really think like you and Yo Mama, I think 2 to 4, you and Yo Mama on Pit. I think that's the move for you.
Really?
What do you think?
Hell yeah.
You would do that for me?
Yeah.
I thought you were
Well, the thing is I need hosts to tell me like when stuff isn't working, and then I'll try to find a solution. But like you weren't telling me that,
Yeah, I was trying to make it work so hard, and like
I think you were telling Rastoff that, but not me.
Yeah, I guess I was telling Rastoff that. I can't believe what he did. I was afraid he was gonna get me fired when I seen that thumbnail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I don't blame her for that. I cannot sit here and blame her for that. Because of what that thumbnail made it look like, I cannot blame her for feeling that way.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, you know, I think she pulled some shitty shit too, but that part, I cannot blame her for that.
Other hosts reached out to him and told him that that wasn't cool, like what he did to you. And he changed the thumbnail before he went live. So, you know, at least he did that.
Yeah. I heard, oh God, I was so worried. I was thinking everybody's going to think that I'm going over there, and I haven't even talked to him.
Well, he was mad at me that I assumed that, but, you know, he made things so suspicious, and the way you quit was suspicious. I mean, you can't blame me for being suspicious, you know?
Yep.
Destin says, look at that. She talked to Keem and he said, okay, let's try this for you. That's all Rastov had to do. I'm telling you, the shit that Rastov was telling me, I feel like if he would have told Keem that and Keem would have heard how his voice was when he told him that, he would have let him just go clean slate. Boom.
Yeah.
I do.
I really feel that way.
Really,
I just wish it went that way.
Yes, me too.
Hard.
It was very suspicious. I agree.
So.
We both left at the same time.
All right.
I know for a fact right now, if I went to Keem, I was like, Keem, I just can't do this anymore. Nothing against you, nothing against the LCU. It's just personal. I can't do this anymore. And I would assure him that I wouldn't shit on the LCU because I wouldn't. And I wouldn't shit on him. He's my friend. So obviously I wouldn't. Right? But I just want to go back to my channel and just do the things I was doing before. You know what Keem would say? He would try to talk me out of it, of course. But if I was dead set on doing that and I was like, no, I have to go, he would be like, okay, I understand.
The issue is a lot of people that come back, they aren't dead set. And here's the thing, Rastov isn't really dead set on what he's doing.
I don't think he is either.
No, he's not.
I don't think he is either. I'm telling you now, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Rastov wants to be here.
Yeah, he does.
He wants to be in the fucking universe. I know he does.
He's really fucking up, but yeah, he does want to be here. He wants to be around all his friends. Who doesn't want to be in a place where all their friends are, all the people they like, the audience members they've grown, you know, to be friends too, the docket members that have become friends too? Who doesn't want to be in the place where you work with your friends and you're like hanging out with your friends all the time? I mean, I'm sure he wants to be here. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he just needed some time to step away. That's all it is. But like, he's doing it all the wrong way.
Yeah, he
and
is.
That's just how it goes.
He is.
Not a lot anyone can do about that.
Right, well, two, be there with Yo Mama tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, 2 to 4. That's your new show, and we'll see how it goes.
Thank you, Keemstar. Thank you. It's going to be so much better for me.
You know what, Keemstar? In this moment, you remind me of Bruce Willis in Armageddon, right at the end. And then he let Ben out.
Okay, that's enough. All right. Here. Oh, this is... Okay, so this is the voice note that he did yesterday, right before, it was like an hour before he Voldemorted it, I believe.
I am mad as hell. I'm seeing a little bit of red, but I can assure you, I am thinking rationally. I am not going to let the crown stealer, who has nothing but LCU people in his fucking chat right now, get away with crown stealing from.
Okay, so this was during the live stream then. Twisted Puppet said Rastov also said he's going to get a regular job again. You know what? If he's happier getting a regular job again, then I just want him to be happy. You know what I mean?
You won't be happy with the paycheck.
Probably not. But
from the LCU. I'm not. The poaching shit, very much true. It has been true. It's been proven to true. And that poaching will not end unless everybody associated with Rastov is fucking banned from this Discord. That is the only way the poaching will stop.
Twisted Puppet, you were banned yesterday? I just saw that.
That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. Everyone wants Twisted Puppet banned, right, guys? We all want Twisted Puppet banned.
I like Twisted
Come on.
Puppet. I like Twisted Puppet.
Let's all rally around and enjoy, everybody. It's a good day in the LCU.
No,
I'm kidding,
shut
Twisted.
up.
I'm kidding. No, but everyone usually hates Twisted in the voice chat.
I love
hates
Twisted.
on Twisted, so it's funny.
I like
Twisted.
Twisted.
Knows I'm trolling. Twisted knows I'm trolling. I've always got on with Twisted.
Damn, Twisted. I like Twisted. All right, Keemstar put this out. Fuck all Rastov fans. I'm putting Nightmare on balls starting now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So Candy
This is where it
going.
happened. This is the moment. This is where it all really happened. This is Xylie's greatest dream come true. This is literally all Xylie's wanted all along. Finally.
Candy is going with Phantom on Alpha. And Glammy motherfucking Lammy is going with Kimmy on Rain.
She will never leave. Ever.
I want you to put this in perspective. I went to bed with my very good friend Nightmare quitting the universe and my very good friend Rastov being Voldemorted. And I woke up and Nightmare has 2 shows. My friend is still Voldemorted and Glammy Lammy is back.
Good day. It's a good day in the LCU, no? I think we're all excited. Who's excited for Glammy to come back? Press 1 if you're excited, and press 2 if you're not. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Let's show Glammy how much we love her. 1 for your wait, which way was it? Shit.
1 was excited, 2 is not excited.
Yeah, 2's not excited and 1's excited. Let's go. 2's not excited, 1 is excited. Let's go, chat. Let's show Glammy who's here for her, guys. Let's hear it. Come on. Oh, we're all Xylie's excited. Okay, no one's excited apparently. Fuck.
Do I look
Sorry,
excited to you?
Just me.
Do I look like I'm whistling Dixie out of my asshole right now? I'm not.
Yes, you do. You look. That is a face of happiness and joy, Xylie.
Is it?
Well, you know what? That's a lot of 2s in the chat. I can't even see a single one. Is it what? I can't. Okay, I'm not trolling. Look at the. No one put a 1 for a long ass time. Right at the top, Riley put a 1 and put sorry Xylie. That's the only one I can see.
It's
That's
okay.
the only one I can see for
if
a
you
long
like
ass
her,
time.
you like her. That's fine. All right. So this was the slew of announcements yesterday. Jesus Christ. All right. So this was the last warning. He will be banned from the LCU forever, et cetera, et cetera. We knew about that. Fuck Rastov. Congratulations to everyone who did not get banned. You have survived another round. We saw that one. Attention hosts. Okay, that's the rewind thing. And then 12 p.m. today, almost 12:30 p.m., Keemstar did this voice note. And I just want to say, the man is a troll.
Ladies and gentlemen of the LCU, yesterday I was pretty upset and lashed out, banned like a ton of our fans that were over there supporting Rastov and shit. And I just want to say that I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry that I didn't get every one of you motherfuckers, because I only banned a few. Every single one of you motherfuckers is getting the fuck out my LCU.
Sapphire says, I was banned, belonged to his channel before this.
Oh, not Sapphire Moon. I like
damn.
Sapphire Moon. That is such a shame. We are sorry to see that. I'm sure at some point we can get that rectified when Rastov, quite honestly, returns.
All right, B-Mac says, it's me, Brandon J 3200. I watched Rastov YouTube channel last night, and Rastov feels much happier, I guess. Like I've ever seen Rastov have over 9.4K views. I support Rastov. Okay.
That's all lovely and great, but look, because that person said he was happy over there. You see what I mean? That's how it looks to Keem. Keem sees all this happy Rastov shit, and he needs space, and he's like struggling with mentally. But yeah, he sees happy Rastov on stream, and he's like, "What the fuck?" I get how Keem feels.
Yeah, no, I get how Keem feels. Dark says, R.I.P. Mr. Boom Boom Pow. This is for Mr. Boom Boom Pow. And you know what? He knows that this, oh, God. This is Brandon J. Oh, that's you? Oh, dude. Wait, is that you? For real? Is that him? Is that the Zay Stalker? Oh, well, you can kick rocks, bro. No.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You can kick rocks. Bye.
Thanks for the 20, though.
Yeah, thanks for the 20, but
actually,
your ass...
no thanks, but thanks.
Your ass ain't gonna be in my chat. Fuck that shit. Dark says, R.I.P. Mr. Boom Boom Pow. Yep. I love Mr. Boom Boom Pow.
Wood chipper.
He was a great docket team member of mine that didn't do AI. Awesome. All right, Keem went on cash. I have to pull it up though, so give me a second. Talk to the chat while I pull it up, please.
Well, everybody, I'm glad we're all excited that Glammy Lammy is back in the universe. And look, we can all be excited for Rain later today when we type in the chat and receive our ban. We will receive our ban united as a team, as a crew, and we will just not be able to type in there again. And that's all Glammy's fault, guys. It's a prediction.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Glammy being on there. She has no access to the channel.
But knowing Kimmy and Kimmy not knowing the full details of that, she'll give her mod, and for some reason, she'll ban everyone anyway.
Oh, Locale Aussie, Twiggy, aka Twiggy said, LMAO, I didn't realize that was, I was on his account. You were not on his account. Shut up. All right, here we go.
Oh, Lord
Rastov not only is okay, you're scratching your head. Our view count's going up, bitch. So either be entertained and stop drinking, or shut the fuck up, okay? Listen to Dad.
Damn,
right?
fuck.
Wait, Twiggy, was that you that I banned? Wait, Twiggy, was that you that I banned? Was
no,
that
he's
you?
typing that 'cause he didn't realize he's on Aussie and not the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's typing Aussie. He means.
I thought maybe it was Twiggy. I meant this
Trolling.
account. Okay, all right.
No.
All right, I was about to say shit because I didn't want to unrightfully so ban somebody.
Yeah.
Real daddy's here now. We got our boss.
Yo, Scooter's kind of cooking. I feel bad.
He is. Let him cook.
Finding something?
I feel bad because
What?
What are you doing right now? Are you finding something?
No, I was playing it and I forgot to share the screen.
Oh, I was wondering what the fuck was
My
going
bad,
on.
bro. My bad.
Oh shit.
Damn it. Listen, I'm not all together today. All right, here we go.
like Rastov always said, I love Scooter, I love Scooter, I love Scooter, I love Scooter, right? And I feel like in this moment you've realized like really who Rastov is, and you're like venting, but like I don't know, dude. Like the thing is, Scooter, I appreciate it, but did he backstab you?
He backstabbed me in the sense that he told me certain things whenever I left the universe. He said, talk to Keemstar. He can't take his own advice. I'm sorry, that's hypocritical as fuck. And if you're going to backstab, we were tight as fuck on Bus. Me, Sweet Tea, and Rastov, we were tight as fuck. And I'm sorry if you're going to backstab Sweet Tea, you're backstabbing me too. That's just how it fucking works. You want to leave this place and use one of the hosts here for clout to build your own shit? Fuck you. You're dead to me. You are dead to me. And I love that motherfucker, but here's the deal. He manipulated the fuck out of me. And guess who told me every step of the way? Don't trust him. It was Keemstar. And I was the stupid motherfucker that trusted him.
I always knew he was going to do.
You don't mean that.
Oh, I think he does, because he was saying that shit last night in the Discord. He was saying shit similar to that in the Discord last night.
You think he means that?
I do agree with him on the part of Rastov telling him to go talk to Keemstar, but yet Rastov couldn't do that. I understand him being upset about that part.
Oh, that is hypocritical.
That is hypocritical.
You're right.
That is. And I was saying in the Discord last night, you know, sometimes it's easier to give advice than it is to take your own advice. You know, and I understand that, but it is hypocritical. How are you going to tell Scooter to talk to Keemstar and you couldn't even do it? You know?
Yeah, I
get
can
that
see
part.
that. I'd be mad too if I was Scooter.
I also get the part of Sweet Tea almost getting like thinking that she might have got Voldemorted because of that thumbnail.
Yeah.
And I guess Scooter being on Sweet Tea's side on that. But the rest of it, I don't know if he really means it or not. I don't know if that's him saying it because he's in front of Keemstar and Keemstar seeing what he says, or if he actually feels it or not. You know what I mean?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Guess I'll ask him at some point when I get a chance.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to.
Do something like this. I didn't think that he would do something like this when he had all the power. Like he had the most power of anyone here, right? You know, he was in my seat. He was the community manager, and he had 2 shows, right? He was getting the biggest paycheck out of it. I mean, there's multiple months where he outperformed Boogie because of 2 paychecks, right? You know, because of the live paycheck and the balls paycheck. So, yeah, I didn't think.
Well, let's not forget about the fact that whenever we were on live the first time, and for the first week there, we were actually kind of cooking a little bit. We had 3K viewers for a little bit. For a second, we had 3K viewers. And what does Rastov do? Oh, I can't do it. It's too much for me. Boogies. I quit. Oh, no. You can't move balls in the base circuit. No. Fire me. Fire me, Keemstar. Fire me.
Yeah. I hate the fact that I have to do this Voldemort shit because from the outside looking in, God, I look like such a fucking asshole. Like Voldemorting and banning fans because they're over. But
Do you see where Keem is starting to calm down now? Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see where he's starting to calm down? I'm telling you, I think he's going to be back.
I just don't have many options.
Yeah, I completely get it.
It sucks. I look like the idiot, right? I look like the asshole, but I have to do that, or it's just going to be nonstop bleeding, right? Yeah. You know, you're going to notice over on Cash, like your top supporter be like, oh no, Rastov been talking to me in the DMs, and I can't support Cash anymore. I crowned over on personal Rastov channel. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, Twiggy says Scooter really feels like that. We talked about it last night. He feels betrayed. All right, well, I guess he really does feel that way then.
Yeah, I guess it really does feel that way.
I guess he does. All right, well, thank you for telling me, Twiggy.
If I don't fucking shut that bullshit off, it will just be a leech fest, you know?
Yeah, it'll be never ending.
And that's the deal with somebody like Rastov is his entire presence here is built off of the LCU. His fan base is not his own fan base. He didn't come in with a fan base like some people did, like Boogie did, like Coppercap did when he was here, like even like Denmark did it, however small it might have been. He built his fan base here. He was a viewer like myself. Every one of his fans was an LCU fan first. And he took that shit and abused that shit. And I see people in the chat saying this, so I'm going to respond to this. Here's the difference between whenever I quit and I was pissed off that Keem said, oh, they're going to go start the KKU. Yeah, that pissed me off. But guess what? I didn't start a stream 2 days later with a fucking LCU host in my thumbnail. I didn't do that shit. That's the difference here.
Oh, yeah,
I was on Rastov's. Here's the deal. And I'm sorry, Keem. I was on.
And that's why Rastov, God, I hope you're watching. Rastov, that's why it looked bad what you did. That's exactly why it looked bad what you did. You literally put an LCU host because you know she wasn't really fired. You heard Keemstar say it. You know he said it. He only did it to piss you off. You know he was going to bring Sweet Tea back. That's why it looked bad that you did that. This is why I scream optics all the time. Because optically, you are making the wrong fucking moves, bro.
Rastov's side until he did that shit. Once he did that shit, it was over.
You know what's fucked up too? Rastov tried to paint Tommy in such a bad light because of the joke that he was pulling whenever he was like, oh, I'm quitting the LCU. And then he was like, oh, I'm quitting SFTP, you know, like to come back here. Rastov was genuinely shitting on him just for like doing like a bit, like a joke. When he's doing this shit for real, it makes no fucking sense to me. It's so hypocritical.
Somebody in the chat said Keemstar's just trying to protect his money. It's more than that. My other host, my other shows, you know, the LCU, like, you know, it's like, it's more than just fucking money. I mean, the people in the comments that say like, oh, this is for money, that's for money. You're poor, bro. Poor people think about money like that, dude. I'm not, dude. This is a different mindset, bro.
Keem doesn't, and even to some degree, Boogie doesn't. But here's the deal: this place has changed so many fucking lives. And whenever Rastov does the shit that he does, he's fucking with every one of our livelihoods.
Well, Scooter, think about this. Think about if there was actual respect there, right? Let's say yesterday when I tried to call him, I got on the phone with him and he goes, look, I'm just done. I cannot do the LCU stuff anymore. I appreciate everything that the LCU has done for me. I do want to stream on my personal stream. What I would have said to him, I go, okay, if you stream today or anytime soon, you're going to get this hype from you're no longer being here, right? And you're basically just going to be stealing from the LCU. Can you wait until, let's say, like January 7th, right? And then start streaming on your personal channel? If you could do that, I wouldn't feel like you're taking advantage of me. Yes, you know, the only people over there will still be LCU fans, but you won't have this big influx because it's a main story that you're no longer here, and I won't feel like you're taking advantage of me or robbing the LCU, right? And, you know, hopefully he would have respectfully agreed to that and did something like that. And then, you know, there just wasn't any respect there. He did things and said things to me that were so fucking disrespectful. The whole stream last night was disrespectful. Him not answering the phone, him telling me he needs space, him creating a fucking narrative that he wouldn't get on the phone with me because I thought it was suspicious that him and Sweet Tea might be working together. Motherfucker made it suspicious. He didn't text me.
He did make it suspicious by putting her on the thumbnail. He did.
Yeah, very suspicious. And the title acting like it was going to be a whole new podcast. Like, yeah,
I can't sweep for that. He literally made it look suspicious by doing that. There's no sweeping there.
Oh, he's back again, I think.
Nobody don't care how Keem feels. Keem needs to get over it. Rastov was emotional drained on Lil Cal Live. Rastov never wanted to be on live ever since Booster was on the show. And then Sweet Tea, 4 people hosting live was a mistake. Is this Brandon again? Are you the Brandon?
I think it is.
Are you the Brandon? Holy shit, bro.
Pretty sure it is.
Thank you for the 20.
Call me. He didn't tell me shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I have a question. Do you think there like in the future, like there's any possibility that he might like get unvoldemorted, right? Like Becky did, and actually can have a chance to come back in the universe or not?
Nah, bro. I think I figured it out that I have feelings somewhere and I'm hurt.
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
Somewhere in this black heart, I have feelings and they were betrayed. So I'm
Keemstar don't have a fucking black heart. I don't care how much he fucking preaches that shit. That is bullshit.
He does have a black heart, Xylee. But black hearts can still love.
Just like I'm mean all the time. You know what?
You
I'm
are
the
mean
wicked
all the
witch of the
time.
fucking LCU. All I do is mean
You
shit.
are.
I am such a fucking bitch. Just like
Yes.
Keemstar has a black fucking heart.
Finally, I'm glad you finally come around. Jesus, I thought you were crazy for a second, but at least now you've admitted it, right?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
What? What? I'm being fair, kind, loyal.
Bro.
What?
I'm
fuck off.
I'm mad.
Well, I'm mad too, because Sammy is the only person spamming fucking bunnies in the chat, and it's pissing me off. Why is Sammy doing that shit?
Excuse me, ma'am. Could you not spam the chat, please? Could you not spam the chat, please? Thank you.
Yeah, excuse me, ma'am.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Let me put this fucking redirect in.
No, that's not.
Do you want to keep going live? Fuck it.
No, well, yeah, let's just run over everyone today.
Baby, let's do it.
You know, one day we should just go fucking rogue and just overrun every show and just never stop. Just tell Keem, we're gonna do this.
You know what?
That's it. Tell us how you feel.
Or one day,
We're doing it anyway.
Or one day we sell the redirect like Balls did that one episode.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We could sell the redirect.
We can sell it to the test or some shit because they're on C.
True. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. Oh God, let's not say that because I don't want anybody to think we would
let's
actually.
definitely say it and let's cause some shit. That's what I'm saying. You know, I was just clicking into Pit, and when you said I was distracted, I definitely was. I was clicking into Pit, and I wanted to see how that was going. They only ran an hour today, and they're ending obviously the same time we're ending.
Right.
But it looks like Sweet Tea was there for about 40 minutes of the hour, maybe 35 minutes of the hour. I didn't check fully, but she wasn't there from the very start, and she's not there to the very end. She left about like 5-7 minutes ago from now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on over there, but I was expecting a full episode.
Melanie in the chat is trying to besmirch my name. She said, you both can love 10 times harder than you hate. As black-hearted as you want to be, you and Keem have huge hearts. Ma'am, are you trying to ruin my reputation?
I would know Xylee had a heart, don't you think? I'm her co-host. I talk to her when this show ends, when the cameras are off, when no one else is around. She is pure evil.
Slam Nail says, posh, #enemies.
Oh, fuck, here we go. Here we go. So it was Nails, Slammer?
But it's not,
It was
but
Nails?
it's not, but yeah, it was Nails. That's, at least it's not #friends, right? Right?
I just don't like the kind of, I just, you know, being called, you know, fuck it. I'm not even going to say anything because it's just going to carry on otherwise. I'm giving no.
Let me tell you something about
feelings
Nails.
to it.
Let me tell you something about Nails. Nails is fucking relentless. Just know, every time he donates to us, he's calling me Xyler or something else, or he's definitely going to call you Posh. Just know that. Just know it. And he's going to do it on every account that he has.
Nails, DM me after the stream if you want to be bribed and never do that. Thank you. We will make a change. Nails will change his behavior and never call me that again. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, with the bunnies. It's Sammy. It's just Sammy. I'm looking at the chat. It's just
No,
her.
it's Doug. Doug is doing it. Sammy. Melanie is doing it. Sammy.
Right.
Neon is doing it. Sapphire is doing it. There's a bunch of bunny. Harley Quinn is doing it.
I'm never getting over this bunny shit. And you know when you said about the intro and how we have to remove the crowns because sadly we've lost our crowns, and that fucker puts the bunny clip in it. I'm gonna tell you, I'll be honest, I didn't review it before I sent it to you. I did not look at it. So when you said there's a cat in it now, and I was like, what? There's a cat in it? And you were like, yeah, have you not seen the new one? I was like, no. And I went to watch it and seen the bunny, and I was like, for fuck's sake. I literally sent you that without knowing the changes, because I could have said to Jono, I don't want the bunny in it, and he would have gone, okay.
Jono was
It's
the
too late
one that
now.
put it in the docket for that clip for the bunny. He did it himself.
Wait, who?
Jono.
It was Jono that added the clip too. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Good to know. Good to
Okay.
know. Good
All
to
right,
know.
you want to tell everybody goodbye? It's time to go over to Crip.
Goodbye. We're not selling the redirect today, so you're off to Crib.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
And listen, guys, sorry if I was a little emotional today.
this crap.
It was just a rough 24 hours, you know? But listen, drunk stream tomorrow night, because goddamn it, I need a drink. So we're going to be having fun tomorrow night, y'all. All right? Have a good day, night, evening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night for the drunk stream and games. Peace out. Melanie, shut up. I don't have a huge heart.